Hi guys, welcome to Family Adventures. I'm Isaac and we're gonna go fishing.
So today we're going to go fishing. Two types of fishing. We're going to go down to Titchfield Canal and have a go for some chub and some roach, and then we're going to see if we can catch the high tide on Gosport Millennium Pier and see what mini species we can catch. So stay tuned and enjoy the video. Okay, so here we are at the first stop, Titchfield Canal. Let's get fishing. So once again, due to the overwindy nature, I'm going to have to voice over a few sections of this, but Isaac's basically doing a bit of stalking, looking to see what fish he can see.
Oh yeah. I can see some fish. I can see a couple fish. Spook 'em.
So this is actually one of our favourite fishing spots on the canal. Just over there we caught a golden orb, or a golden rudd. It was a really beautiful looking fish. And from this point onwards, one of the wireless mics failed, so I'll have to voice over from this point on whilst we're at the canal. But not to worry, what Isaac's doing here is he's doing a bit of light tackle fishing. He's got a super small jig head, and a nice little bit of rubber bait, and he's light rod and reel. It's an Akuma rod and a Vanta reel, and he's got a little bit of braid on there, so he's just jigging it along, feeling for the bites. And I'm just pointing out over in the far right corner there that there's a few little rudd, but they're tucked right under the trees right near the far bank. And after several attempts, the few little rudd that we could see in the canal had disappeared. They got spooked and disappeared. So we decided to pack up and move spots. So we're just walking along the canal then towards Hillhead Beach. And what I'm just saying here is during certain periods through the summer, the sides of the canal get really overgrown, and there's very few areas that you can cast into the water and fish from. They just don't get chopped back at all. No, nothing again, so time to hook up and move to a different spot. This spot along the canal was really easy to spot. We call it the three trees for obvious reasons. There's three trees there in a row. One of them sprouted into two main trunks, but we call this spot three trees. We've never ever caught a fish here. Always looks good, but it's quite wide. It's fairly deep, but I guess it's just a little bit too open for stalking the fish. And there's the three trees there, 1, 2, 3. So whilst Isaac's been fishing and having a good time, I've just been looking on my phone, checking up the tide times. And although today is a really nice, gorgeous day, I don't quite think the tide times are right for the pier. This afternoon, for some weird reason, the tides are actually going to be out, and there's no good fishing off the pier at low tide. You really got to fish 2 hours tide coming up, 2 hours tide going down. So I'm thinking about a plan B. Now there's a junior fishing competition down at Stokes Bay, so we think we might check that out. So this last spot then is the last spot you can fish, or you can walk along the canal. At the moment they're doing a bit of groundwork, so it's fenced off, so sadly you can't go any further. This spot for us is normally good for catching rudd and roach on some light float tackle, but today I'm just trying my luck at a little bit of jigging, so let's just see how it goes, and you never know. Well, no luck for me, but we just gave up on that last spot and we were walking back. We just thought we'd try one of the marks along the canal again, and yeah, Isaac had this lovely little brown trout, and it was literally just tucked to the left under the bushes, right close to the bank, and he was reeling it in and bam, it hit it. Sadly, again, as usual when we're trying to video these things, we didn't get the hit, we didn't get the take, but this fish jumped out the water, not once but twice. It was an awesome take. I'm gutted we didn't get that on video. It was really, really good. So I had to dehook it, dehook the fish, because they got quite hard mouths. So all in all, not a bad catch actually, and a very good end to a session along the canal. And there you go, look, the fish is safely released, and it's time to pack up and go get a bite to eat, and then we'll think about our plan B. We need to go and get some bait from the tackle shop, check out the times for the junior fishing competition, and we'll see you again very shortly on the beach at Stokes Bay. So as you can see from the animated nature, Isaac's still buzzing from that catch, and he's pointing out where he caught the fish, how he struck it, how it was fighting on the line. Yeah, it was a good take. Like I say, gutted we didn't get the video of the take, but we're definitely heading off now to the beach. See you again, stay tuned. So here we are at the beach, and the weather is looking very different.
So cute. Can you hold it? Is it really spiky?
It's got spikes on it. I'll show you.
Yeah.
The colour of its fins are quite blue. Right, get this bait out. Get bait up first, Isaac. So this was the first gurnard Isaac's ever caught, so a new species for him. And if you look at those funny little feeler things, that's how the gurnard uses to walk along the bottom of the water. And those eyes just look like pure sapphires, they're so shiny. As this was the first gurnard Isaac ever caught, he had to be shown how to hold it properly because they're absolutely covered in spikes. So you hold it from underneath and you can feel them vibrate. Washed up just along the beach was this huge, great big chunk of fish. The head and tail was missing, but it still must have weighed over 50 pounds. Still curving up. Nice fish, Isaac. High five.
When he feels this nice threat.
Baby catfish, dogfish, cats and dogs. Isaac's got a little sausage dog and donut.
Yeah, it is. I'll put him back.
He doesn't want to unwrap.
Yeah, you have first, don't you?
Go on then, go and put him back. Because this dogfish wouldn't uncoil itself, when Isaac put it back, he had to throw it as far into the waves as possible so that they wouldn't crash it back up onto the beach and it'd hurt itself.
Wow.
That is a nice red mullet. Steve. Oh, look at that. Really? Look at the colours of that. Sorry. Yeah, competition tonight then, Isaac?
Very good.
Very good. Right, it's absolutely blowing a hoolie. I don't know if you can see this. It is just raining really heavy. So to cap the end off then, Isaac caught another dogfish, bringing his total to 2 dogfish and 1 gurnard. So if you like this video, please click like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.